People who get pets knowing they can't afford their basic needs are animal abusers and assholes. I absolutely hate these types of people. They always defend and justify their shitty decision. Owning a pet is a commitment, not a right. One of my mom's friends is exactly like this. She lives in a tiny one-bedroom flat and has a low income. Yet she decides that owning a kitten would be perfect. She wanted one because they're cute, but she lives on the 10th floor, so the kitten never left the flat. It never went to the vet because she thought it was too expensive. Its litter tray was a cardboard box that would only be thrown out once it started to mold from the piss. The kitten clearly was very depressed, as it would sit in a corner all day never moving. She donated it to an animal shelter after a year because she thought it didn't look cute anymore. From what I hear, she's planning on getting another one after the pandemic. It's disgusting, and I think it counts as animal abuse. This holds true even for kids. Don't have kids or get pets if you are not ready to put up with the problems they would bring or you can't provide for them well enough. It was a trend among panhandlers in Las Vegas to get a dog or a cat to increase their earnings. I'd drop by a local store and pick up a small box of dry dog or cat food and give them that. Can you sell the German Shepherd to me for only $30? I only have $50 and I can't afford to buy it food if you don't sell it cheap. I would like to add on. People who get pets and don't plan on taking care of the pet for the duration of that animal's life as also assholes. With the small exception of the pet outliving the owner, parrots or tortoise, but the owner should have a plan for the pet for what is to happen after their death. Nothing irritates me more than horse people. They are some of the shittiest and entitled people you will ever meet. I've lost count of people rehoming older animals because they can't do the jumping they want anymore. They live in this delusional world that someone is going to want an old arthritic horse that can maybe be only ridden at a walk. The best case scenario is these horses end up down in the meat market in Mexico. The worst, they normally end up neglected in some pasture wasting away. Yes, even the rescues many times end up neglected. Horses are like boats, just big holes you throw money into. An elderly horse is going to be even more expensive with vet bills. I've seen so many small horse rescues get overwhelmed and the horses neglected. It makes me sick. I hate that people just use the sub to rant about things they don't like. This is obviously not an unpopular opinion. That's so sad. There's a special place in hell for people like this. Not trying to brag, but I spent $10,000 on a failed surgery for one of my cats last month and will be paying off the debt for a few years. I would have done things differently if I'd known what I know now, but I don't regret spending the money and trying to save her. Literally nothing unpopular about this. I adopted a dog with $50 to my name, and nothing else. I made sure she ate, even when I couldn't, went to the vet, even when I couldn't go to the doctor, etc. I slept in a basement on a couch the first 2 months I had her. I adopted/rescued her at 4 weeks old, from a trashy methed out lady who was going to sell her as a bait dog. 11 years later, still no regrets. And if you barely have the capability to take care of yourself, you should not be able to take care of an animal. I know this girl that is so stupid when it comes to her health, going to the doctor to get diagnosed with a different sickness or anything of that matter just to use as an excuse to lay around. Yet, she gets a dog and tells people how the dog is just like her, and loves laying around, but then doesn't understand when the dog chews 4 toys a week and bounces off the wall after being consistently locked in a room. This isn't unpopular. Sorry, take the down vote. I agree with everything you're saying though. People do that all the time. It's definitely animal abuse. People are just selfish and treat pets like objects, not living things. I hope this is not an unpopular opinion. I hope most people agree with you.